Okay, on this video, this one is not about the weather right now. This is just want to show you some things, answer some questions, some stuff you never see, kind of give you a little update of things I look at. This is where the ocean temps were around the 24th of February. And again, it's not what we expected because there's warmer water up here. But what you got to notice about this is it's warm off of um, Australia and look at the Indian Ocean. It's very warm. All these two things right here affect our weather up here, whether you know it or not. It just these things move across and it affects. Now look at the warm temperatures off of Africa, and as spring comes, that's not going to be good news. Now the CFS, which monitors these things and thinks that because we also measured the temperature of the ocean from below the surface to the top of the surface, and that's how you come up with this stuff. But this would be a record-breaking change in um, ocean temperatures from that warm zone that you have here to this zone right here. Notice it cools off Australia, it cools in the Indian Ocean. It's cool up here as we get to the north. This is November of next year. Okay, so this and then only warm here. So what this does is it doesn't bode well for Pennsylvania and New Jersey really to get a lot of snow, especially the southern parts of both states. Um, but this would be a record-breaking change in ocean temperatures that we've never seen before. Now this is a map from the Euro Ensemble model around Wednesday the 13th, and you can see this is pulling up north towards Greenland. Cold air is starting to come down this way. Um, right now, this is what it looks like. Um, it's going to be much different on the East Coast than it is right now, but this is what I'm kind of thinking is going to happen and could change us into what I think is late season snow. Now, this is the Stratworm that's going on. Here's the United States over here. You can see the Stratworm is back here and it goes back into Siberia. Um, that also has something to do when it collapses and it sends cold air down. But we're getting into that time of the year where that air is not like super cold, but it's going to be below normal as it comes down. Now, this is your zonal winds, and you can see we're in the positive area right around now. If you look at the map close enough, and then around somewhere around the 5th and the 6th, the zonal winds really get negative down here, and then they stay down here negative to the first week of around the first week of April, and then they go back positive again. Again, this sometimes is a sign of that things will get chillier or colder than they are. So I kind of look at this sometimes. Now, when we're in phase three, this is what it would look like. Keep that in mind. This is a phase three. It's colder, and there's chances of snow in phase three. When you're in phase four, things are a little bit warmer. This is too far north for anything for Pennsylvania and New Jersey. We're in a phase where it's a little bit warmer, and that would be four. Then you go into five, and well, we warm up. Okay, so this is the North Atlantic Oscillation. This is another thing you look at, and right now it's scheduled to go negative again as we get out to day 10 through 15. We're going to run through these. This is the Arctic Oscillation. Again, going to go negative. This is the Euro model. The GFS model shows it going negative. The ensembles for the Euro model show it going negative. The GFS ensemble models show it going negative. In the weeklies, it's negative and then it goes positive as we head out into April. So all these things kind of point to you when you think, well, what's it going to do? And you say, well, it looks like it's going to get cold. Just how cold? This is seasonal now. This is March. Just sometimes just cold enough for a low to go underneath. And just remember, we just need enough cold air around for something to be off the coast. Now, this is the GFS ensemble control model, and it kind of shows between now and April 2nd snow. So when somebody says to me, well, why do you keep saying it's going to snow? It's because we have a lot of signals that say that. And again, this winter, there's been signals that say that, and then the cold air comes in, we get a couple of little storms, and then it goes away. So I'm not going to be shocked if it doesn't work out that way. But again, somewhere around the middle of the month, I see something that should happen. Okay, so then now we move out to the 8th of March. We have a low pressure system south of Pennsylvania, but yet the air is too warm for that. There is a little bit of snow on the edge of it. Then as we move out here to around the 10th, we have one that cuts through the lakes, and that one delivers not much, but it brings in what I think behind it is the cold air. If you see the blue, that means it's cold enough, and that's like lake effect that comes around. Then as the next storm comes across, you see it's more west to east, and it goes south of Pennsylvania, and that is around the 15th. And again, that one could be a little bit further north, and I got to read into this. Then we move out to around the 18th, and then we have a snow that comes in around the 18th. There's a low over Indiana, and then another one starting to form off the coast of the Carolinas. And we got to figure out where that goes. As it shows, the low. I got to slow this up, but the low does come off the coast here and does either throw rain or snow behind, but it does start off mainly as snow right around that St. Patrick's Day period, and then cold behind it. And then we have another low that comes across, and it delivers a little bit of snow to Pennsylvania, but not a lot. And then we got some lows that keep going off to the south. But then as we get towards the end of the month, this is around the 28th. There's one that cuts through the lakes and goes north, and it just stays above Pennsylvania, and it delivers basically nothing for Pennsylvania. And this takes you to up to the 31st of March. So you can see it. There's things that say things are going to happen. There's things that don't say they're going to happen. So I just say stay tuned, and I'll do my best to figure it out. So this was just like a weather extra. I'll go over. I'm going to send another video out later on or in a little while here, and that'll be about the front coming across the state. Rumbles of thunder where I live here in Berks County earlier today, and I'm waiting for the front to come through and that 25 to 30 degree drop to happen. All right, take it easy. Be safe.